to share something with you. That might put me in a very negative light, yeah.
Relationships are not my forte.
See if someone grabbed up my wife or something, completely different ballgame.
I'll walk away from here, and this has been like a therapy session.
This is Colin McGuigan for IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast in Frankfurt here. Delighted to be joined by the champ-to-be, Pody Mccrory. Pody, how are you feeling?
I'm very good, mate. We're a day from hitting the scales, but everything's well.
Obviously, this is your first time on enemy soil as such. You're coming to the Germans' backyard. Notoriously, Germany has been a hard place to go and get a decision. For you, does that come into your mindset? Do you want a knockout on Saturday night?
It's something that I thought about, yes, definitely, but we have the power to knock this guy out, but the most important thing is getting the win and going home with the belt. In
terms of the opponent himself, Leon Powell, what do you know about him, and what do you think that you can exploit in his game? Yeah,
he's a very solid fighter. He's aggressive, come forward guy, high guard, but we think we can get him to work on some shots, and we've worked on different tactics and different plans, so let's hope. Well, we've worked on the ring, we've worked on the back foot, on the front foot, so I think one of them is going to work anyway.
Obviously, with this fight, it's under the Wasserman Boxing banner. You're a COLM boxing fighter. Obviously, Mick and Jamie are guiding you through your career at the moment. If you do win this fight, do you think Wasserman Boxing could have a kind of a look at you then going forward, and you could maybe fight on some of their shows then?
Yeah, I think it's been discussed briefly. I'm not overly sure, but there's been talk maybe if I win this fight of maybe fighting on a Wasserman card going forward. I'm not overly sure, but COLM Boxing are putting on shows in Belfast, which I've always been part of as well, so the options are good.
Obviously, I do need to ask as well, you know, this is a massive stage for you, somewhere where I think it's okay me saying you didn't think maybe it was ever possible in your career to get to a world title level. At this stage, how important is it at this stage of your career for you to get the win on Saturday?
Yeah, it would be massive. This opens doors for many different things, and at 34, it's important. But this isn't the end goal either. We I want to go deeper and further into my boxing career. But Saturday night could be the start of big things.
In terms of, we're not looking past this fight, obviously, but there's a potential that there's some big fights on the horizon if you do win on Saturday night. Who would you want at this stage of your career? Who would you want to fight next?
Well, it's the biggest, for me, it's getting the biggest fights possible. There's always been names getting through about, Rocky Phelan, that I hear he's going to fight soon as well. We've talked about that fight. It's a fight that I'm open to. If I win on Saturday night, there's a big unification fight at light heavyweight. I would love to get the opportunity to even fight the winner of that. Bivol and Ramirez, I think it is, but anyway, yeah. Listen, I'm open to any fights.
Could we potentially see you on the 10th of December show in Belfast, all being well, on Saturday night?
Yeah. Again, it's something that we spoke about. I know the Belfast crowd like to see me on their cards, and it's definitely something that I could do. Yeah.
And finally, Pody, you're sharing the card with Kurt Walker, Kieran Malloy, both COLM boxer fighters also. How important is it for you to perform for them in a way too, because this is their first time experiencing something like this? Yeah,
two very, very good lads. They've been with COLM boxing from the start of their careers. I think their careers are going to be great, and it would be good for me to put on a big performance and have them there to get the whole experience of it all as well.
One final question, Pody. Obviously, Calla referred to it today with the Irish travelling support that are coming, upwards of 300-400 people. What's your final message to them, and maybe a message of thanks to them for travelling this whole way to Frankfurt for you?
Yeah, firstly, I just want to say thanks, because we're obviously 8 weeks from Christmas. There's a lot, the cost of living's gone up, and they're spending their money to come here. My message would be, come, be safe, have a few drinks, and make a lot of noise, and I'll see you after for a celebration.
Pody, thanks a million. We'll do this again tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
I'm gonna share something with you that might put me in a very negative light. Yeah.
Relationships are not my forte.
See if someone grabbed up my wife or something completely different ballgame.
I'll walk away from it, and this has been like a therapy session.